Why can't you fix your knee, hip, and back problems? Because your ankles are The foot and ankle are the foundation of movement, and if yours are a mess, it'll sabotage any strengthening program directed at healing knee, hip, or lower back pain. Bad ankles equals painful body. Simple as that. I hope this motivates you to love your ankles like never before. Let's get started. First off, try spreading your toes. If, like so many people, you find your toes are stuck together and no longer spread, this is critical to start fixing first. Our toes are supposed to spread out and interact with the ground whenever we walk, run, or basically perform any upright task. This spreads out the force we receive from the ground as we move and better aligns the hip and glute muscles to assist us in every position. Conversely, when our toes lose this ability, usually from wearing shoes with narrow toe boxes for decades, ground forces transfer inefficiently from our ankles up the posterior chain, misaligning our knees and hips and essentially shutting off our glutes. This wreaks havoc on our lower body mechanics and is a primary contributor to osteoarthritis and ligament damage as we age, setting the stage for literally millions of back, knee, hip, and ankle surgeries. Instead of helping your ortho pay off their beach house, here's a quick series you can do to restore the toe spread function. Step 1, plantar fascia massage. The plantar fascia runs from the tips of your toes all the way to the back of the heel. Start by working a tennis ball between your toes somewhat passively for about 30 seconds. Next, begin gripping the toes against the ball for a few seconds at a time as you continue moving it back and forth along the toes for another 30 seconds. Finally, work the ball through the rest of the plantar fascia all the way to the back of the heel. A good deal of lost toe spread is locked away in the tight, bunched-up arch and heel tissue preceding it. Get the whole region to calm down and relax and watch how fast your toe spread starts coming back to life. Step 2, loaded toe extension. Toes that don't spread well usually don't extend well either. They're not just bunched up, they're curled up. Fix this by holding onto a stable object, sliding one foot just behind you, pressing your toes into the ground, and begin lifting the heel. Find the point at which your toes just start to feel a stretch and then push them even harder into the ground to resist the stretch. Do this for a few seconds, relax and shake the foot off, and then go again, trying to push just a bit further into extension before repeating the process. Make sure as you go further into extension, you're not offloading that side. Keep your body in a neutral position or even try loading into the working side. Just be very careful. Do this 4 to 5 times per foot. Step 3, manual manipulation. From a seated position, grab your toes and start moving them around. Flex them, extend them, twist them, pull them apart. Keep your foot relaxed and do it all slowly. Pay extra close attention to any positions that feel more stuck or resistant than others and spend a little extra time manipulating them. Do this for 1 to 2 minutes per foot. Step 4, repeat steps 1 through 3. Do this every other day until your toes spread the way they're meant to again. Next, test one of the most important yet most commonly dysfunctional ankle movements, dorsiflexion. People with very poor or limited dorsiflexion also can't squat, bend over, run, sprint, jump, or basically do any kind of lower body locomotion all that well. To test yours, put your foot against a wall, clench your lower leg, keep your hands in light contact with the wall, and slowly move your knee forward. If you can touch your knee to the wall without lifting your heel, move it back about ½ an inch and repeat the test. Do this until you can no longer touch the wall without lifting your heel. If your knee can touch the wall with your toes at least 3 inches away from the wall and no pain anywhere in the foot or ankle, congratulations, you have good dorsiflexion, which is increasingly rare these days. If you can't do it, however, start practicing assisted ankle leans and loaded plantar flexion a few minutes a day, every other day until you can. Pair this with regular calf and Achilles massage to speed up the process. Finally, test your open chain supination and pronation. Most of my clients struggle with these in part because they've simply never trained them directly. Throw in overprotective shoes and that unhealed ankle sprain from 20 years ago, and by the time most people reach 40, both of these massively important ankle functions are completely shot. That's a problem because weak supination pronation not only makes your ankles more vulnerable to injury, it also increases your risk of falling, which makes all of you more vulnerable to injury. Beyond this fall prevention aspect, however, we want to develop supination pronation to give you superior lateral movement. This transfers to virtually any nonlinear activity from hiking to basketball to parkour. So if your open chain supination pronation sucks, well, start doing more of it, a couple minutes a day, just to practice getting the nerves and muscles to wake up and consciously engage these positions again, and then after about a week, start working on the closed chain version of each, adding load and stretch to the basic engagement you've built up. Go extra slow and always stop at 3 out of 10 pain or significant tightness and hold an isometric there for 5 to 10 seconds. Keep your knees more or less in neutral as you add load and make sure they're not tracking too far inward or outward. If you don't experience pain but your ankles are just very wobbly when you do these, you may be hypermobile, in which case you still perform them the same way, only now instead of stopping at pain points, you stop at each wobbly point. Double down on your engagement through the entire leg to help stabilize and control the ankle before pushing further to find the next wobble point. Have you got all that? Let's review. Restore toe spreading with plantar fascia massage, loaded toe extension, and manual manipulation. Restore dorsiflexion with ankle leans, loaded plantar flexion, and calf and Achilles massage. Restore supination and pronation through the open chain and the closed chain. Dedicate just 15 to 20 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week to redeveloping these ankle movements, and your entire body will thank you by moving better from the ground up. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.